Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series. It is the second episode of Tsukimonogatari, and well, you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, go down into my descriptions, follow the link, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, okay, there's something happening, and a bit surprisingly, it is not so much about Ononoki, still not. So let's see. We have the problem that still the mirror image is missing, and as we already suspected, that means that he is turning into a vampire, or already is one. And even Shinobu states, yep, it's very likely that. So he needs help, he needs someone to inform him about what to do. First he gets Shinobu out by telling her that he has donuts, the golden chocolate ones. So I guess he had to buy them later on. And then they are talking, and I really liked that one, they were talking about who can help. So they mentioned more or less everyone we had in the show who has possibilities for that. There's still some of them missing, so Kaiki is no option, at least not for him. But there were two mentioned, so Kagenui might be, together with Ononoki. And the last option would be Gaen, but I can completely understand you don't want to have her on the boat. Because she has her very own terms and her very own reasons, and we still don't know much about her. So he thought about Kagenui and Ononoki, but how to find them? They're not easy to find if you are searching them. They're in general not really living in this town. They just passed by the last time. So that was a big question. However, what I liked is while he was talking to Shinobu about that, she was playing with this frog doll. And every time we checked again, there was one frog more, two frog more and more and more. They became just more. A bit like the problem intensified and got more and more. It reminded me a bit of a Matryoshka doll, because the frogs, although getting more, became smaller and smaller each time. That is like this Russian Matryoshka doll where you have a puppet and a puppet and a puppet and a puppet, endlessly more neither. Until the last one is a very tiny wooden puppet. So yeah, that was what I thought about. I don't think there's another deeper meaning, but if so, then I missed it. And then when he finished talking, and that's again the thing here, instantly he gets a message from Gaen. So I guess it is from his viewpoint here, so the question is how instantly is it? But still, they were talking about what options they have, and afterwards the first thing that happens is a message on his phone from Gaen, who not only said, I know about your problem, which he didn't do, but possibly does, but she said, I arranged a meeting with Kagenui for you, it's there this time, good luck. And that's like, what the heck? How does she know? How does she know so fast? And what it is about? How does she know when to send the message, you know? So she has to be spying on him somehow. The question is, what the heck? How? So, she is kind of incredibly influential and powerful. The question still is why and what are her real reasons in the background. However, she offers help, so that might help. He has some healing powers still, but it was days, so they were not the big ones. They were not as impressive as they have been in the past. But when it was night, he healed overnight very fast. So that's something they checked. Then they checked his active healing powers by breaking his fingers, and not only by breaking them. They put him into the wrong directions. It was just why? Why do you do that? Whatever. I am not really surprised by his healing method, although I still question them. He's creepy as always, so his reasons for healing is that he has to touch the boobs of Hanekawa, and he can't do it with his fingers. So, okay, magical healing breasts of Hanekawa is his healing powers. Seriously. He got Ononoki out of this box there. I mean, they were waiting there for him, possibly because Gaen told them to wait there. It seemed a lot like this. And they do help him, which, by the way, means very likely it is because Gaen asked them to. They're not the kind of people that are paid for stuff, at least not as much as Kaiki does. But they were helping instantly, and they were not requesting anything. So I kind of guess that Gaen told them to help, which leaves the question, why? Why is she interested in it? How is it important to her? Especially if it is true that removing Nadeko was not in... Well, it's a question. What did she want to do? Did she wanted Nadeko gone or not? Because that's the last thing that happened here. Kaiki removed Nadeko out of the game, and as far as we know, Gaen told him she doesn't like that. But then, and here we are in the problems, Gaen may have told that to Kaiki, as he even said himself, because that would spur him on to do it. So, once again, wild guesses. What are her reasons? For sure, she's helping here. She requested Kagenui and Ononoki to help him. And they do. So, they tested healing power and everything. And in the end, he is already a vampire. He has been already turned into a vampire more than before. Before it was that he was a human. And he could kind of activate vampiric powers by using Shinobu, or Shinobu using him, by sucking the blood, you know? And then he had some of the powers. But he did that too often, and due to this, if I understood that correctly, his soul, his inner being, became adapted to it, and was like, okay, well then, why not be a vampire for real? So his body is changing, he is becoming more and more of a vampire. And each time he will use his connection to Shinobu to get the powers to improve himself for a fight or whatever, he will worsen it. The more he will become a vampire. So there, as they say, there's only the option to not use this power anymore, to at least stay at the status quo, which doesn't mean turning back into a human. He is at the place where he is, so he will not, at least as far as they know, be able to turn back into a complete and normal human being. Which means he stays with having no Nomura image, which is a problem. Well, I'm not really surprised by that, to be honest. It makes sense. If you do stuff like that too often, you adapt to it. It's the same thing if you do something that you don't like, and you do it for a specific reason, because someone requested it, or it is necessary in a situation. You don't like it, so you do it. And then it is necessary again. So you will do it again, but it will be easier for you, because you already crossed the line. And each time you do something, it becomes easier and easier, until somewhen in the future you may do it without thinking about it anymore. So it became normal. Maybe it's something like that. He is growing adept to being a vampire, so his body and everything follows along and says, okay, so let's be a vampire. I like the little scene between Shinobu and Kagenui. This, like little children, pointing at each other, saying, yes, yes, I apologize. I apologize that I beat you. Oh yes, I'm willing to accept your apology that you've beaten me. Yes, no problem. It wasn't meant negatively, beating you. So it's this apologizing without apologizing, instead rubbing in your face. And she does it brilliantly. And very mean, by the way. So, oh well, they can, in this situation, surprisingly, the girls were the ones who were not adult and grown up. The ones who are powerful behaved like children, while those who were with lesser power behaved more grown up, to say so. Aragi once again made sure that his sister is safe, and I like this. We had this in the past where we had episodes with his sisters and him. This swing, this change from total creepiness to a brother who is loving and caring, who wants to make sure his sisters are safe. So the moment when he realizes he has to go out and meet with Kagenui, being aware that she was hunting his little sister in the past, the first thing is that he instantly stopped the creepy mode, and she was into it, at least from his point of view there. So she was willing to go on with the game. And he stopped her there, dead in her tracks, embraced her. In my opinion, made her realize very clearly that this was an important thing, and it's about love and keeping her safe, and kind of sent her away. So, once again, we had that already in one of the past seasons, and I like it again. This option in him, although he's a creep, that his wish for his family to be safe is on top, and he will stop where he is to make that sure. So that was a good one. I mean, that's it more neither in this episode. I like the graphics. I like the design when Shinobu appeared and they had this palace of glass and light. That was very nice. Here we have this strange position of iron bars frozen. But yeah, that's it for now. I will see you next time. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.